Good evening. It's the Professor here, and it's Sunday night in the shadows once again, back from a thrilling vacation, rested and well, and ready to continue. I just myself come up on the other screen. So a warm welcome to everyone. If you're watching me live or if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining me this evening. What I'd like to do specifically this evening is go over the stories that I've created and the reason behind them, and give you a little bit of an insight of what's coming up in the future. So let's go ahead and share my screen with you, if you don't mind. Nope, that's the wrong button. Share. I think it's this one, yes. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect. So, where did we leave off? So before I went away, I was around about here somewhere, I think, 1 month ago. And we saw these ones. I put this out on the day before I went. And then what have I done since? So since we last saw each other, I've managed to put, where are I? Yes, Shadow, the final part, finale of the Shadow Realm. If you enjoy the character of Winter, then this is an absolute must to watch. I really enjoyed creating it and playing around with the new AI. Then I went ahead and I did this a while back, this one. Something a little bit different. About demons rather than vampires and werewolves and undead. I decided to do one about demons. So that was an interesting one. I did the complete series, which everybody loves to have them all in one place of the Shadow Realm. So it was good. I did this one, which was the complete series of Edgar Thornwood. I really enjoyed this one. Because it was so different. I put a short tale of Winter, and I did it in like a cartoony style, just for fun. And I think it came out all right. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you watched it, let me know if you did enjoy that one. Then this was where we started to get really interesting. So when I was on holiday or vacation, I was in this room and I got bit on my hand, and it was two marks right here, and they looked like vampire bites. And I woke up that morning, I'm scratching, I'm thinking, oh, what if it wasn't a gnat? What if there was something, and my arm was on the edge of the bed, who decided to take a meal from my blood, and I came up with the idea of a gnat, that a vampire, small vampire or elder. What if there was one that pretended, and the reason people are getting bitten is not through bugs, but from a vampire? And then I created the story called The Gnat, the Tall Man. So this was I really like this one because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it yet. But I was able to re-bring in Elder, Sorana, and Winter. I was able to bring these characters back into a story because I do like working with them. And it came out so well. I truly enjoyed that one. So if you haven't watched that one yet, go ahead. That's the trailer for it. And here again, because I was playing around with these cartoony short films, short tales, I created this one because it was a part of this one, Origins of the Werewolf, that I omitted. I didn't put in, and it was where the name change happened. And so I just made a little short story for that. So if it didn't make sense here, when I put it in this one, it didn't fit. It didn't feel like it fit very well. So I decided to do a separate one. And then we came up, and this was the tool man, or the gnat. So good. I really enjoyed that, and because the idea came from being on vacation. I did the Master series, which was the 3 video tales all together. Put them all together. The trailer for part 2 of the Gnat, Return of the Tall Man, and of course today it dropped. I had somebody message me and say, is it possible to get out? So I stayed up all night last night and I watched it back, and there are a couple of small video errors. I do apologize, but I did manage to get it out on time. So hopefully you enjoy that one. And that's as far as I've got. So still been pretty busy. So what do we got coming up? So let's have a look at the posts here, because we know these ones. We saw this one. This was telling you I'm coming back home. This is in the works. So as Winter now is the keeper of reality, because he must stop any of the supernaturals getting too powerful, I figured this would be a great series to run, maybe do like once a month, or a story of Winter and how he's confronted with powerful beings from the supernatural world, and how's he going to stop them. So I'm going to do a series. It's going to be once a month. We have a Winter's Tale. Isn't that great? Winter's Tales. So it's a great title. Yeah, it comes down. This is what I'm working on next. So if you're wondering what's in the works right now, after I'm going to have a couple of days break, and what is in the works, see if we can get this up. It's this one. So this is what we're working on right now. So storyboards being created, and we're working on Call of the Moon right now, and it's looking really good, really interesting. I'm going to try and make it a little bit different. We're trying to make it a little bit more darker, and the werewolf will not be friendly. I can guarantee you this. So this is something we're working on. It's going to be the next project to come from me. So hopefully werewolf fans keep messaging me and say more werewolf stuff. Hopefully this will sate your appetite. I have another one as well, which I'm having in plans, but I'm not I've got sort of the beginning of the storyboard ready. I really like this one. I was on holiday and I was playing around with images, and this one came up, and I thought, what a great idea, to not only create a brand new story and a brand new project, but to include some other characters from the Crimson Dawn coming back in to help with this project. So check out for that one, but that's going to be after the Call of the Moon. And that is what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to just stop the share, and here we go. Cheers. So, very quiet today. So I'm going to explain what happened. So I went away for 3 weeks. Went to sunny Florida. Had a great time. Ate way too much food and walked way too much. So, but it was a great time, and it's a great place, and I really did enjoy myself there, and it was great to have a break. And I learned something. When I was out there, and that is, for me personally, never go on a vacation unless I take some writing material. I didn't bring my I brought my tablet, but it's quite hard to write on a tablet. So make sure I always bring I bring a laptop to work on, because my brain was going 1,000 miles an hour while I was away. And you can see I come up with those stories while I was on holiday. And taught me a lesson. Whatever you do, make sure you bring your tools with you. Good. So, well, friends, Sunday Night in the Shadows. I don't have anyone on today just yet, so hopefully we'll be able to catch the replay of Sunday Night in the Shadows. Like I say, the next project to look out for, coming towards the end of next week, will be Call of the Moon. It is a werewolf story. It's going to be dark. The werewolf is not going to be very friendly. Have some ideas for some, if you've watched the Tall Man series, The Gnat and The Flea, then you'll have seen a couple of demonic characters, or just entities making an appearance. So we're going to start to maybe introduce something from there. So that would be great to do there. So we got some ideas for some demonic characters coming in. Obviously, we've got Call of the Moon coming up. We've got Grandma's Ring coming up, which I'm super excited about. Super excited about that one. And on that note, it looks like we don't have any questions today, so we're going to make this a short one. So thank you for watching the replay. Obviously, we're watching the replay today. I know it's summer, everyone's enjoying their holidays. But I thought I'd jump on and say hello today. I'm back, so I will be back next week, and I will be doing Sunday Night in the Shadows regularly. Sunday night, 7 p.m., of course, my time. If you care to join me, please do. And on that note, I am going to sign off, because we don't have much going on today, and I'll see you next week.